So today we're going to talk about my Acura Integra. I know it hasn't been on the channel in a while, and I've been doing a lot of dirt bike content, but I definitely want to get back to doing some car content as well. So let's show you guys what I've done on this off camera. So I did install some XXR 0.25s or XXR 002.5s, and I also got the Mugen Gen 1 wing on here. And I love this wing. I think it just makes the car look so much better. And I was gonna have it painted white, but I don't know. Let me know in the comment section if I should, because I'm getting the windows tinted. It's already kind of like black, white, two-tone, the whole thing. And I think it kind of goes with the look of the car. I think it's pretty nice. If anyone's new to the channel, why don't I just pop the hood real quick so you guys can see what we've done to it, so this way you guys don't have to go back and watch all the videos. So we've hydro dipped the valve cover, painted a few things. This hood used to be green, painted it white, splatter painted it, hydro dipped our strut tower supports, and we still have a lot of work to do in this engine bay. I do need to get on tucking all the wires. I do need to get on organizing everything. I do need to polish everything out like I do with my dirt bike parts. So this whole entire engine bay will get done. Speaking of which, I just lost my Honda logo. It's okay, because I got new ones coming in the mail. So let's take a look on the inside. For anyone that's new, that hasn't seen it, it's pretty basic in here. I did take it in to get smogged, and it failed smog here in California. I also got new floor mats for it. So I did buy some of this guaranteed to pass stuff. Don't know if it works. I barely failed emissions just by a little bit, only on the NOx on the 25 mile an hour. So I bought some new spark plugs and basically gonna do another tune-up. I just did an oil change on this thing probably about 200 miles ago. So let's see if she starts. It's been a while since I've even got in this car. I think the last time I drove it was like 2 months ago. So this thing mainly just sits in my driveway. So let's fire her up. Give her a few revs. All right, she's working good. I need to get something to go on this cluster. If anyone knows, the older clusters, sometimes you gotta tap them. So I'm gonna have to take this cluster out, clean it all up. But my brake pedal is super soft, but now it's building pressure back up. So I think I need to replace my brake master cylinder on here. As you guys can see, got spider webs in the door. It's a shame because this car is so nice and I treat it like garbage. So I need to get new door panels, because I do want to take these panels right here and I want to wrap them with some fabric. And just, I had another Integra and we did it too, and it looked amazing on there. Also, I need to come in here and clean up this wiring a little bit and reinstall my stereo deck. I would like to put a double din in here. I have a single din right now, but I would like to have a double din in here, just because double dins are a lot nicer. I could have GPS, and then I could just throw in my hands-free to talk while I'm driving this car. Also, I need to get a couple little plastic pieces. I don't have the covering over there for the ECU. The carpet in here is extremely dirty, so I do need to clean it up, if you guys can see. And probably in the next episode you guys see of this thing, I'm gonna be ripping the carpet out of this, the whole entire car. I'm gonna take all the seats out. I'm gonna carpet shampoo everything. I'm gonna detail everything, like a full detail in here, because you can tell I've never actually really cleaned the inside of this car. So everything is super dirty since I've got it. I mean, even these are still from the previous owner. The only thing I've really done to the interior is put on the new NRG quick release and my Volante steering wheel, which I normally keep covered with a pillowcase from my house. So I definitely need to go through here, clean it all up. I did take a puddle of water out of the trunk. That was before I put the wing on here, because water was getting through. It's definitely coming along little by little. I just been working on it really slow, but now that the weather is getting good, it's time to start getting this thing ready so I can actually start driving this thing. But the main reason why I don't drive this thing is because the suspension on here right now is trash. You know, it's set up for a static look, but definitely a stiff ride, not very fun to go on like a long cruise on. So I definitely am going to be upgrading. So if anyone has some recommendations of what I should get in the comment section, you know, leave it down below. I was thinking maybe some skunk tubes and forums. So I'm kind of leaning towards more to go to the function and forums. So we'll see how that goes. But let's take this thing out of the driveway real quick. Yeah, definitely need to get these brakes fixed. As you guys can tell, it is kind of sketch to drive, so we're gonna go ahead and take it out for a cruise. The transmission on this thing shifts so nice though. Yeah, I noticed when I came out the other day, the brakes felt a little soft. I actually was going to sell this car, but because I never drove it, I mean in the past year, I haven't put very many miles on this car at all. So, right here. Horrible. So, scrape on everything. But, I have definitely decided since that I'm going to keep this car. It's a lot of fun to drive. I mean, it does hit the corners good. There's a lot of rubbing going on right now, so I definitely need to get the suspension figured out and finally make up my mind on what I'm going to actually do with it. Because for right now, I've just been kind of telling myself I'm going to buy suspension. I just haven't figured out which one I'm going to buy. And that has been the main reason why I haven't done anything with this car yet, is because I want to figure out what type of suspension that I want to get for this thing, so I can determine what kind of driving I'm going to actually do with this thing, whether I'm just going to drive it around on occasions, or if I'm just going to take it to the track and go have a couple fun track days with it. I really need to figure out what the game plan for this car is. I obviously haven't sold it because it means a lot to me personally, because this was one of the very first cars that I bought on my own. So I've always have this thing in my heart for Acura Integras, and I mean, how can you argue with the way they sound? I mean, I have a nice cold air intake on here. I have a full catback exhaust system on here, so it definitely sounds great. I definitely love driving it. I just don't ever drive it very much. The most I do is just cruise it down the street. I've driven it to Folsom before, but I haven't. I've driven it about 30-40 miles away from my house, but I haven't really driven it too far before, other than when I first bought it. When I first bought it, I did drive it back, and that was, I think, 60 miles. So that was the farthest that I have driven this car. But I do want to get into driving it more. I do want to get the suspension dialed out. I want to get everything on this car to just be like 100% all the way around. And it's just been kind of hard for me to justify everything right now, because I got all the dirt bike projects going on. So, and I'm obviously not making a ton of money on YouTube. To be honest, I put a lot more money into YouTube than I actually make. So maybe once we get more subscribers and we figure out a way to set up the merch store so that everyone can buy some Throttle Family merch, then maybe we'll start throwing more money into this project as well. I just want to do some cool builds. Like, that's all I really want to do with this channel. I want to do some cool builds. I want to drive this car more. I want to, you know, do everything. I mean, I want to do a go-kart build, which we kind of already have done on the channel, but I want to do something, you know, a little bit more extreme. I want to get something, I want to put, you know, a dirt bike motor in there or something, so I can have something kind of fast and fun to play with. I also want to do, you know, my son, if you guys all know Legend, or you guys have seen Legend on the channel before, I'll throw a picture of him up right now. I would love to do like a Power Wheels build for him on the channel. So if you guys are interested in wanting to see something cool like that, I would love to fabricate some cool stuff and like make something very cool for him to have. as well as we are going to get him a PW50. If anyone is new to the channel or is new to dirt bikes and doesn't know what PW50s are, PW50s are really small dirt bikes that are probably the best beginner dirt bike for anyone. I already have a set of training wheels at the house, so I do want to get him on that and take him out and get him started on riding, so that way in a couple of years he can come out with us and be a part of the channel. I mean, probably in like within the next year he'll be more into it. But we do have a vlog channel called Throttle Family Vlogs. If anyone is interested in going and checking that channel out, I would highly recommend going and checking it out. It's my wife and I and what we do when we're basically not working on this channel, so you guys can see into our personal lives and who we are. And also, we also have done a Hell's Kitchen review, and we've done a video when we were in Reno. So there's definitely some cool stuff that's going to be on that channel as well. So definitely go check it out, Throttle Family Vlogs, if you haven't already checked those out. But let's go take this thing home real fast. We'll get on it. Should we do a pull for the boys? All right, come on, let's do it for the boys. Well, that's my 0 to 60 time. Not very fast yet. Wait till we get that turbo on here though. Then this thing's gonna scream. I think regardless, I'm gonna turbo it no matter what. I mean, it's just, I want to get this brakes figured out, because look, I'm like almost down to the floor, guys. I'm like barely slowing down. Oh, it locked it up there. But I definitely want to have my brakes figured out. I wonder if I have just like a leaky brake line somewhere. I haven't checked it out. I haven't taken all the tires off, so I definitely need to figure out what's going on here. So I'll upgrade the brake system first, because you can't go fast if you can't stop, or you can go fast if you want to die and not stop, so I want it to be safe. I want this car to be safe. I don't want anything too ridiculous with it as far as like the brakes not working. So definitely want to get everything dialed in. Want to get this car fixed up and cleaned up. And I know a lot of people don't want to see that kind of stuff on the channel, where I'm just like, oh, today I'm just going to be fixing my brake line. And it's like, I'm not a big enough channel with enough subscribers to bore people with that kind of stuff. So it's like every time I put content out for, the dirt bikes or this, I want it to be something that's enjoyable. I want it to be something that you guys want to watch. So the best thing that helps me out to let me know what you guys want to see is in the comment section. So when you guys leave stuff in the comment section and give us ideas, I mean, these are all things that, I want to do and I have plans to do for everyone. So I've just been keeping a log down of everyone that writes in the comment sections of what they want to see, and I actually have them in a book, so that way we can log it all out and get it all set up. But if anyone was wondering where the Integra's been, it's been sitting. It's it's a nice car. I love it. It's beautiful. It's not something you see every day, and a lot of the Integras that are out there are really clapped out, and I'm not saying this one's not, but I'm saying this one has the potential to not be. So let's get back to the house. Okay guys, so that's gonna be it for today's video. If you guys liked it, hit the like button, leave a comment down below what you guys want to see next, and if you guys aren't already subscribed, go subscribe. Especially if you want to see this car in the channel more, definitely let me know in the comment section, because I love cars, I love dirt bikes, I love anything that's fun, like boats, cars, dirt bikes, all the guy stuff, so let me know in the comment section what you guys want to see, what kind of builds you guys want to see, just stuff like that. And what you guys want to know. If you guys are new to cars and don't know anything about cars, just let me know what you want to see and we'll do it. But definitely turbo kit step by step. I want to make an actual video where people could actually understand on how to actually install a turbo. So I definitely want to do that. I had a boosted Integra before, this was quite a few years ago. I had a DA and it was very quick, and you know, the turbo went smoothly, and having it tuned wasn't too bad. I just took it to a shop, had them do it, just because I don't know so much about the tuning aspect of it as far as installing the parts. Something I can definitely do. Tuning, I don't know much about it, and I'd rather leave it to a professional that knows what they're doing. So until next time, I'll see you guys later. Take it easy. Remember, if I can do it, you can do it.